For many of you already, eyeing your next two-wheeled adventure, the thought of cycling through stunning landscapes,
Mm,
from sun-drenched coasts to ancient vineyards, isn't just a dream, it's probably the next big goal.
absolutely.
And if Portugal isn't right at the top of your cycling destination list yet, well, maybe it's about to be.
Mm.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we plunge into fascinating topics, pulling out the insights you need to be truly well-informed. We try to add a few surprising facts, maybe just enough humor to keep you hooked.
Sounds good.
Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into the very best cycling routes Portugal has to offer. These are routes meticulously curated, really, for every type of rider.
Yeah, that's key.
We've pulled together some comprehensive material from a blog post. It's called The Best Cycling Routes in Portugal, from the coast to the mountains, and also related info from a cycling rentals company. So our mission here is to give you a shortcut, basically, to get you fully equipped and genuinely excited for your next cycling journey, whether you're, a seasoned traveler or maybe just starting out.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's unpack this Portugal thing. It's definitely calling, and it sounds like it has some incredible paths for us to explore.
It really is compelling, actually, how quickly Portugal's become this premier cycling destination. And the reasons, they go beyond just the beautiful scenery, though that's certainly there.
Right.
It offers this incredible diversity. The routes are carefully graded, on terrain difficulty and length. And that means it genuinely caters to every type of rider.
So really something for everyone.
Exactly. From beginners just dipping their toes into bike touring to really seasoned bicycle travelers. What's kind of unique is how it isn't just about pretty views, though. Like I said, there are plenty. But it's about an integrated cycling experience.
Integrated. How
Yeah.
so?
Well, it blends those iconic coastal routes with picturesque mountains, often with infrastructure that, actively supports cycling. It feels thought out.
That's a great point. It's not just a beautiful country by chance, but one that seems to have actively embraced cycling. Okay, before we hit those amazing roads, let's talk about the essential tool, the bike itself.
Ah, yes, the trusty steed.
What kind of bikes are actually available to carry us through this diverse landscape? You might immediately think, okay, standard road bike, but the options seem surprisingly varied to match the different terrains.
He's right.
For rental, you can choose from things like a gravel bike that sounds ideal for getting off purely paved paths, right? Onto dirt tracks, forest roads.
Yep, perfect for mixed terrain adventure.
Then there's a light touring bike, maybe for comfortable long distances on more predictable surfaces.
Exactly. Designed for efficiency over distance.
Or a hybrid. And they mention both men's and women's models, offering versatility for mixed use.
Always a popular choice, hybrids. Very adaptable.
And if the routes get properly rugged, maybe needing extra suspension, there's a hardtail mountain bike.
For that extra control and comfort on rougher trails, yeah.
And of course, the classic road bike for speed demons on pavement.
Can't forget the roadies.
But the one that really jumps out, especially for a country with rolling hills, is the electric-assisted e-bike.
Ah, the great equalizer.
And beyond the bikes themselves, they mention accessories, help with bike sizing, even rental packs. So it sounds like you can get fully kitted out.
Precisely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, the availability of such a diverse fleet, and especially the e-bikes, it just profoundly broadens the accessibility of these routes.
Right.
It means that even the more challenging climbs, the longer distances we'll talk about, they become approachable for a much wider range of people.
Like couples maybe with different fitness levels.
Exactly. Or older riders who want to keep exploring. It sort of democratizes the whole experience, doesn't it? Making Portugal a real cycling hub for literally everyone.
That really does change the game for so many potential adventurers. Okay, now, for those who crave that sound of waves, the salty air, Portugal's coastline, it offers some truly iconic rides, often highlighted for just stunning beauty.
The coast is always a draw.
Let's dive into one of the most popular,
Yeah.
the Rota Vicentina bike route. Apparently, it's not just big in Portugal, but it's known across Europe.
It really is famous, yeah.
It follows the Atlantic coast, taking you through this incredible mix of landscapes, rice paddies, marshes, which maybe you don't expect right by the ocean.
Yeah, quite diverse.
Yeah. Then rolling hills, farms, fields, and loads of charming villages. It sounds like a real immersion in coastal Portuguese life.
Definitely.
And the blog mentions plenty of chances to stop for coffee, snacks, or a proper meal of world-class grilled fish. That sounds like a highlight in itself.
Oh, the seafood there is fantastic. The definite perk.
Difficulty-wise, it's graded easy to medium with daily distances between, say, 35 and 65 kilometers. Seems manageable for most.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard, comfortable touring range.
Okay, building on that coastal appeal, there's also the Eurovelo 1 cycling route, specifically the Portuguese bit, sometimes called the Costa da Prata coastal cycling route.
Right, part of that huge European network.
This stretch runs along the southern Portuguese coastline, and apparently it features some of the best beaches in the country. Stunning views of beach towns, but also stretches of wild nature.
A nice contrast.
And importantly, it's generally low to medium difficulty. Mostly flat to rolling terrain.
Ah, even more accessible then.
Yeah, daily mileage is similar, maybe 45 to 65 kilometers. So it sounds like a really great choice for beginners or just anyone wanting a more relaxed first bike tour in Portugal. Plenty of time to soak it all in.
That makes a lot of sense. What's fascinating here is that balance. You mentioned accessibility and authentic experience. You said the Rota Vicentina is popular across Europe. What specifically makes it such a magnet, do you think, compared to other coastal routes?
That's a really good question. The source material emphasizes that it's precisely that blend.
The blend. Okay.
Yeah, unlike some routes that are maybe purely about the physical challenge or just getting from A to B scenically. The Rota Vicentina seems designed for genuine engagement.
Engagement with local life.
Exactly. You know, cycling through a village, smelling bread baking, stopping at a small local cafe. It's less about just passing through and more about really being in Portugal, feeling part of the landscape, not just looking at it.
I can see the appeal, that authentic connection.
But Portugal isn't just coastlines. It also boasts some incredible mountain and valley routes. They promise a totally different kind of challenge and reward, often leading to unexpected awe, as the blog puts it.
Time to head inland.
Okay, first up, the Douro Valley bike route. This is considered one of the very best in Portugal. Exceptional rides, apparently.
The Douro, yes. Famous for its wine, of course.
And the landscape? Breathtaking views of this unique valley. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized globally. And the beauty isn't just natural, it's also down to the centuries of human effort creating those incredible terraced vineyards.
Man-made landscapes can be just as stunning.
Totally. And this unique microclimate, the way the sun hits the slopes differently, it creates these wonderful wines, but also just sublime vistas, turn after turn.
Sounds amazing. What about the riding itself?
Excellent roads, apparently, with almost zero traffic for most of it, so really peaceful.
Oh, that's a huge plus.
The rides are described as challenging, yes, but also rewarding. Most climbs seem to wind around the contours, not just straight up steep hills.
More gradual then. Still tough, but manageable.
Daily distance is again in that 35 to 65 kilometer range. Definitely need to be in decent shape, but again, they stress that an e-bike is a fantastic option here. Makes it accessible.
That e-bike factor keeps coming up. It really opens doors.
It really does. Okay, next, let's explore the Camino Português bike route. This follows one of the official pilgrimage routes to Santiago de Compostela. You're literally cycling in the footsteps of the Way of St. James.
Wow, that's got some history behind it.
It follows ancient Roman roads of Lusitania, and it's actually the second most traveled Camino route after the French one.
Didn't realize it was that popular for cycling, too.
Yeah. And the scenery is described as incredibly beautiful, varied landscapes, charming villages, lots of monuments to St. James. It sounds quite profound, actually. One writer described feeling this connection to history with every pedal stroke.
I can imagine. A different kind of journey.
It is more challenging, though. Northern Portugal is hilly, mountainous terrain, so again, good shape is an advantage. Daily distances, same ballpark, 35 to 65 kilometers.
So definitely a step up in difficulty.
But again, the message is, don't be put off. An e-bike can really help on those hills, making this historically rich kind of spiritual journey accessible to more riders.
This raises an important point, I think. We hear challenging routes like the Douro and the Camino, but then the immediate mention of e-bikes. How does that change the nature of the adventure people can expect?
That's a really insightful question. It seems to shift the focus, doesn't it? Away from purely athletic achievement towards the experience itself.
Right, less about conquering, more about experiencing.
Exactly. The core insight seems to be that e-bikes put these stunning UNESCO sites, these historic pilgrimages, genuinely within reach for more people.
So you still get the sense of accomplishment.
Absolutely. You still cover the ground, see the sights, feel you've done it. but maybe without the level of physical exhaustion that could detract from just savoring the views, the culture, the history. It allows for shared adventures, too.
Makes sense. It broadens the definition of adventure cyclist.
Totally. Now, what if you are new to bike touring or you just prefer a more relaxed pace? Don't worry. Portugal has equally beautiful options that are less difficult but still offer that deep, authentic experience.
Good to cover those two. Not everyone wants mountain climbs.
First, let's talk about the Alentejo wine country bike route. This sounds lovely. A relaxing, self-guided tour across the gently rolling fields of the Alentejo in southern Portugal.
Ah, the Alentejo. Known for being very peaceful, very open.
You cycle past wildflowers, vineyards, ancient castles, cork trees. Portugal's huge for cork, right?
World leader, yeah.
Right.
You see cork forests everywhere there.
The landscape features these medieval walled villages, whitewashed, often trimmed in blue on hilltops, with plains of wheat and oats below. Sheep, goats. It sounds very pastoral.
Like stepping back in time a bit.
And crucially, traffic-free roads, beautiful landscapes. It's noted as a personal favorite for its simplicity and tranquility.
Sounds idyllic.
Easy to moderate route, mostly rolling terrain. Daily distance is a little higher, maybe 40 to 70 kilometers, but likely less climbing. Perfect if you love wine and food as much as cycling. A place to unplug.
That unplugging aspect is really appealing these days.
Definitely. Then there's the Algarve interior bike route. Now, the Algarve is famous for its coast, but this route explores the often overlooked interior.
Right, away from the main tourist hotspots.
It offers rustic tranquility, outstanding cycling on very low traffic roads, typically runs from Tavira towards Lagos, but inland.
Through the countryside.
Yeah, passing fragrant orange groves, fields of fig, almond, carob. Sounds incredibly sensory.
Lovely. And the weather.
Ah, yes. Southern Portugal gets around 300 days of sunshine a year. Some of the finest cycling conditions in Europe, basically.
Can't argue with that.
Cycling is easy to moderate, daily average 40 to 60 kilometers. It offers great rides, that unbeatable Portuguese hospitality, superb food, especially the grilled fish. We have to mention it again.
It bears repeating.
Beautiful beaches aren't far away if you want to dip, plus plenty of reasonably priced places to stay. It's summed up as a fun, easy bike tour.
Sounds like a great all-rounder.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Well, even if you're just starting out or maybe you're looking for a more relaxed trip, you can still absolutely immerse yourself in Portugal's rich culture, amazing food, stunning scenery. These routes make it incredibly accessible. A perfect entry point.
And if we connect all this back to the bigger picture, it's clear these aren't just route descriptions plucked from thin air. They're invitations to a whole, well-supported experience.
Right, the planning seems key. Exactly. The sources make it clear that turning these dreams into reality is actually quite straightforward. The good news is that companies like Cycling Rentals offer not just the bikes, but full cycling holidays.
Oh, full packages?
Yeah, across Portugal, they list tours for Alentejo, Algarve, even an Algarve gravel option. The Azores, Camino Portuguese Douro Valley, the Eurovelo 1 section from Porto to Lisbon, and the Rota Vicentina.
Wow, comprehensive.
And they even do Spain, Alicante, Andalusia, Camino de Santiago tours, Catalonia, Picos de Europa. Plus, for the Camino specifically, they have dedicated touring packs, 7, 10, 14 days, and specialized bike rentals. E-bike, mountain touring, gravel.
So really tailored options.
Totally. And beyond booking, they provide those extra resources like FAQs, lists of bike-friendly hotels. It really seems like a complete ecosystem designed to make it easy for cyclists.
That removes a lot of the potential planning stress, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It makes the whole idea much less daunting.
So from the dramatic cliffs of the Rota Vicentina to the ancient terraced vineyards of the Douro and that tranquil wine country in Alentejo, Portugal really does offer a cycling adventure for pretty much every soul, whether you're chasing the sun or seeking serenity. We've seen how things like e-bikes can really open up those mountainous terrains, making even the challenging Camino Portuguese accessible, and how routes like the Alentejo are just perfect if you want to unplug, savor the local food and wine without intense physical demands.
What really stands out, I think, is that consistent thread running through it all. Natural beauty, yes, but also the culinary delights, the genuine hospitality. That seems woven into every region.
Yeah, regardless of the route's difficulty.
Exactly. Whether you want a tough climb or a leisurely pedal, it's this consistent quality across such diverse experiences that seems to guarantee a memorable trip, whatever your level. Portugal feels like it's about connecting, with the place, the culture, at a human pace.
So maybe as you consider your next escape, the question to ask yourself is, what specific hidden gems of a region, maybe the food, the views, the pace of life, could transform your trip from just a journey into a truly unplugged adventure where those things become the real destinations?
Yeah, and following on from that, what's your perfect blend of discovery and delight on two wheels? Is that gentle roll through cork groves, glass of Alentejo wine waiting, or maybe an e-bike helping you up through the Douro, rewarded by that incredible panorama? What experience are you actually craving?